Cappies, oh my Cappies, what the what? Y'all, the dead end, the underworld, Thanatos, the venom, the pilgrim, the comic, the prayer, and the seed. Whew, Cappies. Well, you had your last read was like a point of separation, where it was like, this is just not going to work, and you need to go your way and I need to go my way, because if we can't agree, then, you know, like, and we haven't even really started, then it was like, how far do you think we're really going to get, you know? And that was just the energy. And I feel like with this energy came a lot of just like arguing and back and forth and feeling about it all, you know, and just kind of wanting to pull away, and actually pulling away, because I think that, again, there's this, the comic is the idea of like, it's kind of like the full energy, but like I always think of like the banana peel, like you slip on the banana peel and then you catch yourself and it's like, did anybody even see that? You know what I mean? Because I feel like whatever all of this was, you're able to kind of overcome it almost like this, like you just needed a timeout. You know what I mean? Like somebody, both y'all, I don't know, like everybody needed to just take a minute. And when you do, I think that you're able to really see past, I mean, the pilgrim is the eye on this card, but you're able to see past all of these limitations. And I want to say like, overcome them, but it feels light, it feels lighthearted. It feels like, you know, when you're like, if you're in a relationship, or even if it's like your best friend, and like everybody gets in arguments, you know what I mean? Like that's not, we're all different, you know, we're not always like, we're not all always going to agree on every little thing all the time. But like, you know, when you get in a fight with somebody and you're like, oh, I just need a minute, and then you know what, like an hour later or a day later or a week later, you're like, okay, like I need to be around this person. Like I can't not do this without this person. Like this person is such a huge, important part of this. Like, I just want to be with them. I just want to be around them. I want to know what their opinion is. I want to bounce my ideas off of them. I want, you know what I mean? And so you return. I don't know why, I just think about like if you get in a fight with somebody and like you walk through the room, like, and like somebody like throws something, you know, and they hit you, and it's almost like this point of like breaking the tension with something really silly and really frivolous. But like it's almost like all you want to do is laugh because you're so tired of being mad, you know, and you're so glad that the ice was broken and that you could, you know, like thaw it all out and go back to the way that things were supposed to be, because you have so many dreams and visions and ideas that you want to create with this person, and you need to be able to do it in like secure settings, healthy relationships, healthy forms of communication. And again, like everybody fights, and sometimes you fight, and I feel like you guys fought, you guys took a minute, and then, you know, like once you kind of like calmed down and everything's fine again, like there's just this light little thing that just feels like, okay, yes, I missed you too. You know what I mean? Yes. Can we just move past it? Like, do we really need to harp on this anymore? Like, moving on, you know? It feels like you had that argument and now you're coming together and you're just moving past it. Not that you wouldn't be able to address it. I just feel like it got so out of hand that it became so ridiculous that like, what is there even to actually really address, right? Other than the fact that y'all were just maybe just super passionate about it, super stubborn about it, you know, like, and you just had to like ram it out, you know? Maybe that's it. Maybe you just needed to bang it out, you know what I mean? Just some makeup sex. I don't know. Cappies, take it how it resonates. All right, Cappies, what else can we get for y'all? Yeah, like this end. I really like this Tower card because it's kind of like the end leads into this beautiful new beginning. And I feel like this argument sends you both in a direction where you're almost like this, okay, but we're going in the same direction, but we want the same thing. Like, what are we doing here? Really? Like, this is our dream. This is our purpose. This is our calling. Like, this isn't anybody else's, it's ours. And then the Magician, the Sun, and the Empress, you know, and it's time for us to create in a good environment and in healthy, happy circumstances, and to protect what's ours instead of fighting each other, you know, because when you have that type of partnership, you know, like you have somebody to protect you and someone who you need to protect, right? And I feel like there's just this idea of like, okay, like, all right, I'm riding here, you're riding here, like, let's go. Like, let's take care of this. This is ours. And fuck anybody who gets in the way. Like, it's got a very Bonnie and Clyde, like, ride or die energy to it, you know, just so Cappy. That's why I love you guys so much. Well, one of the reasons why. All right, Cappies, let's see what else we can get for y'all. Six of Cups, Seven of Wands, Three of Swords, and Page of Wands. Yeah, because it's like you can like when you really look back at everything and you look at what you've done and what you've created and what you've built and what you've dreamt of, like instead of holding on to the pain, you're really starting to feel again that sense of nostalgia, that sense of loyalty, that sense of there's nobody else but this person that I want to do this with, you know, and letting it go so that you can really move forward in a big way. The Page of Wands, he's so excited, you know what I mean? And I feel you guys are so excited. Like you had to go through this little, you know, blurb of fighting, and it'll happen again, I'm sure, you know, especially when you're dealing with passionate people who are headstrong. You're gonna have your moments. And that's okay, because you also have a very strong sense of loyalty and commitment to something outside of your relationship, but that seems to be very specific to your relationship, if that makes sense. The Knave of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's time to move on. It's time to be able to rely on each other, you know, and to embrace the, you know, like the love that we have at hand. I love it. All right, Cappies. One last card for y'all, and we'll call it a read. And I'm taking my happy ass out of the outdoors, back into the indoors. The womb. Yeah. Because it's time to like safely procure the environment that you need in order to create this. You know, and I feel like maybe you guys were just like questioning it because you're very used to being, you know, you're very independent. You're used to being, you know, like I'll do it myself, and, you know, and yet I feel like this person offers, it's like you guys complete each other, you know, like they have their gifts and talents are not your gifts and talents, and vice versa. You know, and so it's like your powers combined. Sounds cheesy, but you know, I love it. I love the cheese. Anyways, Cappies, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.